Okay, this is a fun one. I actually really like the changes to this line, like a lot. So let me go ahead and just pull all the crap that I already checked out, because I don't need all of this on my bar at all. So let's just start throwing everything I've already tested off. And so we obviously want rending. We don't need provoke. Did I put Sonic Lance somewhere on here? Yes, I did. And then, of course, catastrophic dissonance. So the changes here aren't really much to really say. So you can cast it, you can attack, and it'll cast. And look at that dot. Oops. And then, of course, you can do the same thing with Sonic Lance. So that's always nice. And then, of course, you have the snare, which you can do, again, the same thing. So, obviously, Sonic Lance is a sonic nuke that you can use up to 90 meters, which is actually really good. Its damage scaling is pretty solid. It's not the best. The best one actually is telekinesis, and that's only for raw damage, but in terms of cooldown and everything else and overall damage effectiveness, it would probably be napalm under thermal, but it's still very, very viable, especially because of the fact it will reduce dodge on your target. So that's really nice if you're using weapons and you want to increase the amount of damage on a target that has high dodge. So that's pretty good. Emitting Vibration is still a cone AoE. It doesn't hit your allies, so that's a really big benefit there. It's much easier to dispel now, so unless you have a 180, pretty much everyone's going to be able to dispel it at level 55. And then, of course, Catastrophic Dissonance. It used to be an AoE nuke, which hit all allies in PvP, but that's not a big deal. What it has now, which it makes it really good, is a 10-second snare with a 60-second cooldown, a 50-meter range, which of course you can use while attacking as well. And if you use this on a rifle tune, if you know how snare stacking works, you can actually snare someone for 20 seconds without letting them get immunity if they don't have a snare breakup. So that's actually very, very strong. Its cost is very high, but it's worth it. It really is. So on all, Sonic is actually really good for rifles or pistols, because if you have a build that doesn't use a whole lot of gamma, this is perfect to get a little extra damage, a nuke in between reloads, and an extra snare, which everyone always wants an extra snare, but maybe you don't want to go into dirty tricks or something to get that snare and use all your stamina. So I would highly recommend this on a pistol or rifle build. And even then, just having rank 1 is really, really nice, because it's still an extra snare, and you can bait someone into dispelling one of their own, dispelling the snares, so you can use one of your stronger snares after 10 seconds. Or is it 15 seconds? I think it might be 15 seconds on the dispel. But either way, it's a very good line. You still have the group-friendly AoE, you have a really good nuke which now reduces dodge, and you have a single target snare.